Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist, and today we're doing an Armed Dragon Thunder deck profile. So I'm really excited to see you guys because we finally got Pile Armed Dragon in the TCG, which helps out this deck a lot. Armed Dragon Thunder is hands down one of my favorite decks of all time because their artwork is just fantastic and they're super powerful cards. So without further ado guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell there so you can come part of the notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon down in the description below for all those awesome rewards like getting your name description in a single video, getting a signed card to mail, and even getting to request a deck profile every single month to your patron, along with test hands. So without further ado, let's get straight on into this. So first off, we're going to be playing 3 copies of Pile Armed Dragon. This card is absolutely nuts and has a really awesome effect that you can send one other wind dragon monster or one other level 7 or higher dragon monster from your hand to the graveyard to special summon this card to your side of the field. And you can also use this card as a foolish burial that you can send an armed dragon monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, except another copy of itself, and then target one face-up monster that you control, and that targeted monster gains attack equal to the level of the monster times 300. So you can send Armed Dragon Thunder level 10 to the graveyard and boost something up by 3,000 attack points until the end of the turn, which is a great effect. The only downside of this is you can only attack with one monster for the rest of the turn, but that's not even that big of a deal because getting that foolish burial effect is just really awesome. We then play 2 copies of Armed Dragon Thunder level 10. This is a great boss monster to put on the field, and it's actually super easy. It has the ability that it gains effects based on the amount of attack points it has. If it has 1 attack point, its name becomes Armed Dragon level 10. If it has 10 attack points, the control of this card cannot switch. If it has 100 attack points, it cannot be destroyed by battle. If it has 1,000 attack points once per turn, during the opponent's turn, quick effect, you can discard a card from your hand to the grave and then target one other card on the field and pop it. And if you do, this card gains 1,000 attack points, going to 4,000 attack points, which is already insane. If it has 10,000 attack points, you can once per turn destroy all other cards on the field. So basically it goes 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, Majome Thunder. We then play 3 copies of Armed Dragon level 7. Armed Dragon level 7 is a great card because this card is treated as Armed Dragon level 7 while on the field or in the graveyard, not as Armed Dragon Thunder, which helps us out actually a lot because some of our cards do require Armed Dragon level 7, which is really good. It also has the ability that you can only use each of the following effects of this card once per turn, and your Armed Dragon level 3, 5, and 7 share this ability that you can send one other monster from your hand to the graveyard, and then send this card from your side of the field to the graveyard, and if you do, you special summon the next level up, which is really good. It's an awesome effect to be able to just level them up by sending a card from your hand to the graveyard, instead of having to destroy a monster by battle, and then special summon it during the next standby phase, or however you upgrade the other ones. This also has a unique ability that if this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a dragon monster's effect, you can add 1 armed dragon card from your deck to your hand, which is a really awesome effect. We then play 3 copies of Armed Dragon Thunder level 5. Armed Dragon Thunder level 5's unique ability is if this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a dragon monster's effect, you can add 1 level 5 or higher wind dragon monster from your deck to your hand, which is a great effect to be able to search any of the cards that are level 5 or higher, like Tempest Dragon Ruler of Storms, or even Armed Dragon level 7 and Pile Armed Dragon. We then play 3 copies of Armed Dragon Thunder level 3. Armed Dragon Thunder level 3's unique ability is if it's sent to the graveyard to activate a dragon monster's effect, you get to draw a card, which is pretty good that basically this card is kind of like an upstart goblin. We then play a single copy of Armed Dragon level 10 white. This card is easy to summon to your side of the field. All you have to do to summon this card is banish monsters from the graveyard that equal level 10 that are armed dragon monsters, and it also has a really good effect that if this card attacks, you can destroy 1 card on the field at the start of the damage step, which is a really awesome effect on a 3,000 attack point monster that's easily searchable in this deck. We then play a single copy of Dragoonity Armogram, which is a super easy boss monster to summon to your side of the field. You just have to banish 2 Dragon Ender Wing Beast monsters from your graveyard to special summon this card from your hand or grave, and it also has the ability you can target 1 face-up monster and its effects are negated. It also loses 1,000 attack for each equipped card you control, and then when your opponent's monster is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can equip it to this card, which is a really good effect because it basically doesn't put cards in the graveyard when it destroys them by battle. It just equips them to this. We then play a single copy of Tempest, Dragon Ruler of Storms, which is a really good card in this deck because they're all wind dragons, and it has the ability to discard this card and another wind card to the grave to add a dragon monster from your deck to your hand, and you can banish a total of 2 wind or dragon monsters from your hand or graveyard to special summon this card from your hand or grave, which is really good as a level 7 monster to help us go into some XZ plays, or even some Link plays. We then play a single copy of Quacky Marrow Draco. This card is a really good card to summon off your copies of your Hieratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres, because it has the ability that neither player can special summon light or dark monsters, and all you have to do to keep this card on the field is reveal a dragon monster in your hand, which is super easy to do with the amount of dragons we play in this deck. This card is really, really good because neither player can summon light or dark at all, which is really amazing because it can lock down Phantom Knights, it can lock down a bunch of different boss extra deck monsters, and it's just overall a really good card. We then play 3 copies of Black Metal Dragon. This card is super good because when it's sent to the graveyard from the field, you can add a Red Eyes card from your deck to your hand. So it's easy to just normal summon this to your side of the field and link it away. So you can add Red Eyes Darkness Metal from the deck to the hand. And this card can once per turn special summon a dragon monster from your hand or graveyard, except another copy of itself, which is just a really good effect to be able to get monsters back on the field, like your copies of your Armed Dragon Thunder level 7, so then you can basically not have to go 3-5-7, you just go 7-10 instead of 3-5-7-10, which is just really, really good. We then play 3 copies of Artillery Catapult Turtle. This basically has the ability that you can tribute this card to special summon out your copy of your Armed Dragon Thunder level 5, which is a really good effect to basically just special summon out that card, so you again don't have to go 3-5-7-10, you just go 5-7-10, which is really nice off of just this normal summon. We then play 3 copies of Ash Blossom, just basically so your opponent can't touch the deck, which is a really awesome thing for this deck to be able to do, because you already have ways to lock them out of light and dark monsters, but being able to lock them down out of the deck as well is really good to stop them from searching. So that's it for the monsters, guys. Let's get into the spells. So for the spells, we're going to be playing a single copy of Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn is a really good one of in this deck because it can bring back copies of your Armed Dragon level 7 Thunder, which is a really, really good card to be able to bring back with this card, because then you can just go 7-10 into your really powerful boss monster. We then play a single copy of Called by the Grave just to stop our opponent from hand trapping us. This is really, really an awesome card in this deck to be able to stop the opponent, because you're going to be using like a copy of Armed Dragon level 5 and then a card in your hand to send to the grave to special summon from deck. So it really hurts when you do get Ash Blossomed in this deck, so this is a really good card to stop your opponent from Ash Blossoming you. We then play 2 copies of Armed Dragon Lightning. This card is a great 2-of in the deck because it has the ability that once per turn, you can add an Armed Dragon card from your graveyard back to your hand, which is a really awesome effect to be able to just add one of them back to the hand. It also has the ability, if an Armed Dragon monster you control would be destroyed by card effect, you can send this card to the graveyard instead, and it also has the ability that you can target an Armed Dragon monster that you control to activate one of these effects to either add an Armed Dragon monster with equal or lower level back, or it gains attack equal times its level times 100 to make it absolutely massive. We then play 2 copies of Pot of Avarice. We're going to be going through our monsters very, very quickly in this deck, so using Pot of Avarice is basically a draw 2. It's just really good to be able to put Armed Dragons back in the deck, to be able to draw 2 cards, to be able to reset our line is just really nice. We then play 3 copies of Return of the Dragon Lords. This card is a great card to bring back your copies of Armed Dragon Thunder level 7 to your side of the field, because it has the ability to target a level 7 or 8 dragon monster in the graveyard and just bring it back to the field. And if a dragon monster that you control would be destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can banish this card from the grave instead, giving your monsters a little bit of added protection that they need, which is really, really nice. This card is also not a once per turn, so you can bring back multiple dragons if you open up multiple of this card, which is really nice. We then play 3 copies of Armed Dragon Flash. This is the E-Telly of the deck that has the ability to special summon out 1 level 3 Armed Dragon monster from your deck in defense position, which is just a really nice card effect to be able to just bring out level 3 to your side of the field, use it as link material, or climb in from your 3, 5, 7 into 10. And it's just a really good card overall because it's a free special summon. So that's it for the main deck, guys. Let's get into the extra deck. So for the extra deck, we're going to be playing 2 copies of the Hieratic Seal of Heavenly Spheres. This is a great card to bring out your copy of the Quacky Marrow Draco from the deck, because it has the ability to, once per opponent's turn, if this card is in the extra monster zone, quick effect, you can target, or you can tribute 1 monster from your hand or field, and then return 1 face-up card on the field to the hand. And if this card is tributed, you get to special summon a dragon monster from your hand or deck, but its attack and defense becomes 0, which is not that big of a deal because basically you're just trying to get a bounce while also special summoning a dragon from the deck. We then play a single copy of Access Code. You can play Boral Sword if you want to for a little bit more of a budget option, but this card is really good because it gives us multiple pops, and it's pretty easy to put multiple cards on the field in this deck. We then play a single copy of Appaloosa. Appaloosa is really good to be able to just have a walking monster negate. It's easy to summon, and it's just an overall really good card. Play a single copy of Unicorn to spin stuff, Phoenix to pop spells and traps, Cerberus to pop monsters, IP Masquerena so we can go into our copy of Unicorn during the opponent's turn, or make an Appaloosa that can't be destroyed by card effects, which is really, really good. One copy of Striker Dragon. I do play the one copy of Striker Dragon here because you can link away your copy of Black Metal into this card and then immediately get the Search of Darkness Metal and then banish this card for the copy of your Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, and then bring back the Black Metal to your side of the field to then link climb into Hieratic Steel, or bring back an Armed Dragon Thunder level 7, which is a really good play. We then play a single copy of Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon because burning your opponent for 500 every time they breathe is awesome in this deck. We then play a single copy of Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack because it can generate us 2 tokens on our side of the field, pop a card by tributing a token, and basically it's just an overall fantastic card in this deck because it's easily summoned, and it's just a really good card to help you link climb as well because you can actually use the tokens to summon IP Masquerena, which is just really good, while also keeping a 2600 attack point monster to go into your copy of Nightmare Unicorn during your opponent's turn. We then play a single copy of the Darkest Dragon Doom Rider. This is basically a Trident, and it's just really good to be able to pop a card on the field. We play a single copy of Gustav Max to do 2000 burn damage, one copy of Juggernaut Libby to be able to attack for 4k, and then a single copy of Zeus to be able to board wipe the field. Plus it kind of goes with the Thunder aspect of the deck. But basically with this card, you're going to go from your Juggernaut Libby into your, or not Juggernaut Libby, but Gustav Max into Juggernaut Libby, attack in battle phase, and then main phase 2 makes your AA Zeus to be able to have a 4 material Zeus on your side of the field. So that's it for the deck, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. It's a really awesome deck. I'm so glad that we finally have Pilearm Dragon in the TCG. I've been waiting on that card for so long, and it's just so awesome how much it helps out the deck, because being able to just send an armed dragon from deck to grave is just so nice. Like, it helps out the deck a lot, and it's just an overall fantastic card. So anyways, guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell on there so you can become part of Notification Squad, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.